What's the word, y'all? It's the new episode of the Zen Stevie Show. It's your boy Stevie.
It's your boy Zay. We back again.
Man, we got sports topic, we got clips reaction. Let's get to it.
Man, it's been a rough season for Stevie, man. His two favorite players, Chris Paul and Paul George, have both been dealing with some outrageous situations, man. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to talk about Paul George, Paul George just got suspended 25 games for performance-enhancing drugs. He took some drugs. He got suspended. You know what I'm saying? One of your favorite players of all time, Paul George, man.
That's my guy, man. That's my guy PG, boy. You know, this guy came back, he dropped 30. NBA said, hell no. They said, hell no. The drug test the boy. And then he didn't pass. You know what I'm saying? 25-game suspension. I'm saying, it is what it is. But I think these days, bro, you got an injury. The doctor give you some things to ease the pain, to get better. And then it could have been like a 1% dose of whatever drug they said it was. But, but he failed the test, so he got suspended.
I just think it's so funny. He's having such a bad year. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, he had 10 points.
He's a B, bro.
He had 10 points, all right? In like 37 minutes, he had 10 points. And then he had 32 minutes, he had 9 points the next game. All of a sudden, Paul George drops 32 points out of nowhere. He's barely getting 10. All of a sudden, he drops 32. Of course, he's going to get that drug test.
But he wasn't healthy at first. He was doing his best trying to pitch the
Stevie,
injury, trying to help his team because Embiid was out. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
but Stevie, 37 minutes, 10 points?
So
I mean,
he wasn't
bro,
healthy,
what's
but he
going
was
on?
doing
This
his
is what he
best.
said. This is what Stevie said last season. I get it, Stevie. You love Paul George. I get it. You love Chris Paul. But when is push gonna come to shove, Stevie?
Listen,
when
bro,
is push gonna come to shove?
You see what he
When
did,
is-
bro?
bro.
Like when he got better, right? Like
When he was taking them drugs, he dropped 32.
he got healthier. That's what it is, bro.
But
Like,
it was performance-enhancing drugs.
he was able to move the way he wants to move. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, but he was on the little
listen,
though.
but the doctor prescribed him a drug.
That's not what he said. He took accountability, bro.
He has to. He's a player.
He took accountability. Stop saying he's a doctor,
No,
bro. He did that shit
as a
himself.
player, boy, you can't blame the coaches or your peers or your people around you. You have to take, like, you have to say, yes, I took
Bro,
that.
he's a vet. He's been doing this for so many years, right?
Listen, boy, they prescribed him on drugs. He took it to feel better.
Bro, they didn't prescribe him drugs.
Yes,
Stevie.
he did, bro.
Who
Like,
did he say that?
The medical staff have to give you things
No,
to make
no,
like
he
his-
could do that
his
himself,
teams.
bro. Nah, Stevie. Nobody gave him drugs. He did that shit himself, bro.
But I do think
He
it's
did
funny how
himself.
the NBA see this guy did a windmill dunk and dropped 30.
Yeah,
They're like,
bro.
ah, yeah, let's get his ass.
Look at this dunk, bro. Look at this. Dunk. Look at this, bro.
It's a hell nah.
Look at the way, bro. Look at the way he got up there too, bro. That wasn't no regular, bro.
If you look in the back with the coaches,
Yeah. Coach is like,
they
yo,
react-
what?
They're like, what?
They're like, where'd that come from? Where'd that come from, though?
Yo, this how that
bro.
boy got up. Like, yo, this guy has jumped like that since the Pacers days.
He hasn't jumped like that since the Pacers days, bro.
Listen, but I like PG, bro. I think he's one of the most clutchest players in the NBA. Like, final shots, get him on the line. I don't mind going to PG. He's one of them guys. Now I'm saying, it's like all around player.
Out
defense,
of the
offense.
Sixers team, I'd rather have Embiid take that last shot. I'd rather have Maxey take that last shot. I'd rather have VJ Edcombe take that last shot. I'd rather have Kelly Oubre take that last shot. I'd rather have Andre Drummond take a three-pointer than Paul George. What are you saying, clutch, bro?
That's called.
What are you saying, clutch? Oh, I'll tell you this. He's one of the most brittle players in NBA. One of the most brittle players in NBA, bro. No doubt, when you think about Paul George, bro, he had everything. He had the handle. He's 6'9". He had the three-pointer. He had the defense. He could dunk on you. He was a smooth player, bro. Everybody can admit. When we were watching Paul George, man, he was one of the smoothest players in the league, bro.
Still is, bro.
But what's going on with Paul George the last 2 seasons, bro?
Listen, but
This guy is washed right now,
it's
bro.
one of those things where, man, they're saying, like, healthiness.
Nah, Stevie,
Like-
push got to come to shove. If you're going to be this inconsistent, this trash for 2 seasons, we had 2 seasons of this. Sixers fans, let us know in the comments what's going on with Paul George, man.
This guy's not trash, bro.
Okay,
like, you
man.
gotta understand, but it's circumstances, man.
It's circumstances?
Different team, different coaches.
I
different
guarantee
play
you, bro.
style,
I guarantee you.
and injuries. That's all it is, man.
Braun not going to do that. First of all, Braun is 40. He's not having 10 points in 37 minutes. He's not having 9 points in 32 minutes. Bro, there's a level of consistency.
Paul George going to the Sixers, but he has to adjust with Embiid and
Bro,
Maxey.
look at Luka. Luka Doncic is the most ball dominant player, and LeBron's still getting 20 a night. I don't want to hear that. Look, in the Premier League, what makes the players the best is when they're consistent. Same thing in the NBA, bro. Consistency. Paul George has lacked consistency the last 2 seasons.
I just think, but with the Sixers, but we've seen guys showed up that was good, and then because the system, the way it works, they don't perform as well. Like Tobias Harris in the Clippers was a killer. Then he went to the Sixers. He wasn't doing much because it's a different system. You have to adjust to. It's team play. It's
But
not
Tobias
individual
Harris
play.
is not Paul George.
But the thing is, but Paul George came in. He has to adjust to Embiid and
Bro,
Tyrese
there's
Maxey.
no excuses. When you a hooper, you a hooper. You're going to
Yeah.
get your buckets regardless, right?
That is true too.
There's no excuses.
Yeah.
These are grown men. He making 40-something mil. Well, he just lost 11 mil with this 25-game suspension. But
Damn.
you're making 40-something mil. I don't want to hear no damn excuse. Oh, it's a system.
See, but
I don't want to hear that, bro.
me, but
Come
I'm the
on.
type of dude, but that I appreciate. I'm not on the present focus too much because I knew, like, I appreciate what he did in the past. So, like, I appreciate the greatness. Like, for me, watching Paul George in OKC, Clippers, Pacers, yo, that was one of the best players I ever seen play. Like, I enjoy watch like when I watch basketball. I enjoy watching PG play. That's one of the guys. So he might not be doing as good now, but I'm not gonna turn my back and say, screw Paul George. He's trash. He's washed. No, that's
I'm
my
not
guy.
saying
That's
screw
my
Paul
guy.
George. I'm just saying, Sixer fans, what happened to Paul George, man?
Yeah.
Because Paul George used to be a bucket getter. He used to be killing.
Still is, but he had 30 last game.
Off them drugs, he had 30, bro.
Is
Off
it?
them
Hey,
drugs, he had 30,
shout out
bro.
PG, man. Like, I bet you probably didn't even know what was in the drugs, but you probably just
I'm going to tell you this, though. Chris Paul ain't touching 20 the rest of his career.